This is David Zere in for Steve Gruber, and I am curing one socialist at a time. We're really honored to have with us, and somebody I've gotten to work with and know at Real America's Voice News. We've got Eric Greitens. He's the former Missouri governor. He's running for the U.S. Senate, Missouri, retired Navy SEAL, a true patriot. Eric Greitens, welcome to the show.
Hey, David, so good to be on with you, man. Thanks so much for having me today.
Yeah, we're so excited about your race over there in Missouri. What's the feeling out there, people on the ground, and when are you going to hit the campaign trail?
Well, David, it has been extraordinary. We have tremendous enthusiastic support across the state of Missouri because, look, David, you know, I've always been a fighter. As a Navy SEAL, I served the people of Missouri, the people of America overseas in places like Iraq and Afghanistan. Came back home after my team was hit by a suicide truck bomb, and we worked together with other veterans. We found ways to pull people together to help veterans who are dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder, dealing with traumatic brain injury. Some of them had lost eyesight, lost limbs, and we found ways to save lives and to change lives. And then as governor, I came into office and we took on the establishment. We took on the swamp. We defeated a politician's pay raise. We killed a corrupt insider tax credit program that was benefiting politicians and lobbyists and insiders. And most importantly, David, when Antifa came to Missouri, we stood side by side with our police officers and we defeated Antifa. And so now I am honored to be running for the United States Senate. I am an America First candidate. I believe that after President Trump's leadership, it's very clear that the Republican Party is an America First party. It is a broad-based prosperity party. It is a peace through strength party. It is a pro-police party. And we are running strong, and we will be in Missouri all next week doing rallies around the state. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Well, that's great. That's really great news. We wish you the best on your efforts there. So, you know, Arizona recently passed a law that protects local law enforcement from, you know, going after people who are violating the new proposed federal gun laws, you know, and the assault weapons ban and the ban on ammo and the 10-day waiting period instead of 3 and high-capacity magazines. So Arizona's protecting its citizens. I heard Missouri is looking to do the same. Is that true?
Well, we have to. We have to do this in Missouri. We have to do it across the country. And it's also why we need to have people in the United States Senate who are willing to fight back against the extreme Biden administration. I mean, the Biden administration has declared war on the Second Amendment. They were clear about this. Biden said when he was in office that he was going to take on and defeat the NRA. He said he was coming after people's guns, and that's exactly what they're doing. And the fact is, you have a left now which spent the entirety of last summer going after the police, talking about defunding the police, and they allowed riots and arson and looting to happen across the country. And now, after talking about defunding the police, after this big attack on police and this huge explosion that we've seen in violent crime and murder across the country because of the left's anti-police efforts, now they want to take away your weapons, David. It's very clear. We need leaders at every level, federal, state, local level, to stand up and defend people's Second Amendment rights. That's part of the battle that's before us right now, and it's one of the reasons why I'm running for the United States Senate.
So what happened the other day in St. Louis? This mayor gets into office who is this radical, progressive, anti-cop when murders are skyrocketing in St. Louis. What's with that?
Well, look, in St. Louis right now, you have a George Soros-funded prosecutor. Her name is Kim Gardner. Many of your listeners and viewers saw her. She went after the McCloskey family. This is the woman who went after me. Now her lead investigator has been charged with 7 felonies for perjury and evidence tampering. But this is what the left does. They go after their political opponents. Meanwhile, David, during all of the rioting, during all of the looting, during all of the arson last summer, she refused to enforce the law. In St. Louis, we had Catholics coming together, praying at the statue of St. Louis, peacefully praying. They were beaten and assaulted in prayer, and Kim Gardner refused to press charges against the people who assaulted them. So everyone has seen now how radical the left's agenda is, and it's why we need to have fighters right now, David. It's not enough to have people who have an R behind their name. The people of Missouri and people around America are looking to have fighters, people who are willing to stand up against the mainstream media, people who are willing to stand up and fight against the radical left and the establishment. And I got to tell you, I know that we're doing something right here in Missouri, because just the other day, David, I'm happy to tell you and all of your viewers, we were attacked by the Lincoln Project. These are the folks who are coming after me because we are fighting for the people of Missouri.
Yeah, so listen, and David Dorn, the grandfather of 11 children, was strangled on film, retired police captain. It was just tragic in St. Louis during those riots. We have about 2 minutes. How does it make you feel when we're giving all these billions and billions of dollars to illegal aliens to house them across the country, when our veterans are killing themselves like 18 a day and they're sleeping on the streets of America?
Yeah, two thoughts, David. One, we've been honored. Ann Dorn, you might have seen, has come out. She's endorsed our campaign. Her courage, her resilience, her strength is a tremendous example. David did not need to die. We need to have leaders who are willing to stand up, enforce the law, stand behind our police officers every single day. And to your question about the border, David, this is a tremendous tragedy that Biden has created. This is a problem for national security. You've seen we've picked up terrorists on the terrorist watch list who are coming through the southern border, some of them from Yemen. It's a crime problem. It's a public health problem. It's an economic problem. As you've also covered, David, it is a tremendous humanitarian crisis. And the fact that there are veterans here at home, as you point out, who aren't getting the services that they need, while the Biden administration makes turning our border over to Mexican drug gangs and cartels the priorities, it just shows how radical the Biden administration is and why we need to have leaders who are going to stand up and fight against this radical leftism.
Yeah, and under the Obama administration, we saw wait times of like up to 40 days in Phoenix and stuff for our VA guys, and Trump helped fix that, and then gave them a choice to go to the doctors they want in the private sector. So there was some progress. I just hope it doesn't get all reversed. We have about 30 seconds. Give us a message for the voters of Missouri.
Yeah, well, David, I would welcome all of your viewers, all of your listeners to come out and join this campaign. We are at ericgreitens.com. It's www.ericgreitens.com. Come out, join us, become a foot soldier for freedom. We've got a tremendous, enthusiastic, grassroots-inspired campaign, and we'd be honored to have everybody come out, follow us, and join us.
Well, Eric, thank you so much for joining us, and I know you're gonna kill it on the campaign trail. You've got a really positive message for America, and we're behind you.
Thank you, David. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much.